Hi, everybody.
Hello, we're back from a long absence. Been busy, eBay and everything else, and a lot of eBay falls under me now since so and so is working. So
Yes, working a lot.
we had Amazon, eBay, Facebook lately, a lot of stuff going on. So been busy, and when I'm busy, we're busy. No
No
videos can be
videos.
made. Very soon, I stop working for the rest of the month. Take the rest of the month off for listing and stuff like that. So I figured I'd make a video, show some of the things we sold in November. I think the last video I made was what we sold in October. And yeah, we had a $74 average for November. So we're doing very good in the average department. So yeah, we'll get into it and show you some of the stuff we have sold.
Let's see. What we sold, baby.
Show you right now. 10 kilo.
Uh-huh.
All right. What's going on here? Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so we picked up this. This is you picked this up. This was free. The free bin.
Yes. I got that for free. Somebody told me, you want this? I said, oh, yes. Why not?
This was just at the airport, lost and found. And hey, so it's just it took me a few minutes to figure out what it was, but it was a Switch controller and power supply for a Nintendo Switch. It looked like it powered on and everything like that. I listed it. This took about 2 weeks to sell, and we sold it for $45 plus 7 shipping. So was not too bad at all. This I included here. This was a terrible thing. I picked this up probably at least 2 years ago. This is a pair of Barry Zito. These were like player sample shoes. I don't even know if they were exactly made for him or not. These were left behind, and they had a tag and everything on them. And this is one of those items that all the pictures disappeared. But one, you notice that?
No.
Remember that listing issue we had over the summer? I just noticed it right now. So this sold for $53.99 plus 10. We were into this for about $10, and like I said, we had this probably every bit of 2 years. I actually have a few other player shoes from like the same time frame, and yeah, not that great. Barry Zito was the best of the players that I had. I think the other ones like Willie Mo Pena and I don't know, somebody else.
Fail shoes.
They're baseball shoes, baseball cleats. So this is a brand. Don't come across this brand too often. I picked it up because it was like a blue and white polka dotted shirt. Brand is Dunchamp. Made in London company. I paid a little bit more than a shirt for this one. I paid $8 for this. I bought this with a bunch of other shirts one day at a Savers. Got some Nantucket shirts, a Brioni shirt, bunch of different shirts. So I paid up a little bit more for this one. We took a best offer of $44 plus 4 shipping, and this sold pretty quickly. This took, well, no, it took about 5 weeks to sell. It didn't sell that quickly. But just a weird, oddly shirt, but it sold. This is a J. Crew. This is moon tweed, size medium, just a vest. I like selling vests if they have a decent brand behind them and material and stuff like that. J. Crew tag. This is an older J. Crew tag. This is probably every bit of 10 years old. There's the moon tweed tag. And really just nothing special. I mean, J. Crew is just a mall brand. Picked this up for probably $3 or $4 at a Salvation Army. I remember this took about a week to sell. Sold it for $55.79 plus $4 to ship.
Surprised how fast those things sell.
They always sell.
Always sell. Always sell. Always.
These tweed, J. Crew ones always sell. This is a the most current line from Canali. Silver. They have like this silver tab, and it says 1934. It's the most current line from them. It's probably been about 3-4 years now. And this was part of a suit. You can tell by the tag here that it was part of a suit. And these were just a nice, heavier wool flannel men's dress pants. See, they were flat front, which is newer style of pants, more in right now, and decent size, 38, 31. We paid somewhere around $7 for these, and these sold in about 10 days for $60 plus 7 shipping. This is a pair of, you want to say that? How you say that? Meldo Gildo.
Hermenegildo Segna.
Yeah, that one right there. These I paid approximately $6 plus dry cleaning. I think dry cleaning on pants are like $3, $4. I want to say, and yeah, so we paid. I mean, we sold them for about $44 plus 7 shipping. They took about 10 days to sell. This is somewhat recent. Not the most recent. This was from about 2003 to about 2013 or so, these labels right here. Made in Portugal. Once again, flat front, which is kind of more newer. These were black. Just clean pair of dress pants, somebody looking for, and a larger size, 42, 32. Mm-hmm. Right here, we got another pair of
Hermenegildo Segna jeans.
No, they were kind of like a 5-pocket jean style pants, but they were made of 100% in linen. This is cool. Older Zegna tag, as you can see right here. And these were marked 35, but when you measured them, they were 34. I always put the measured. These are older Zegna. These are probably early 2000s. Nice black linen pants. Can't go wrong with them. Decent size, 34, 30. These actually sold a lot quicker than I thought they would. Took about 2 weeks to sell. I was in these for about $10. They sold for $32.99. So I was very happy with that. This is a Mountain Hardwear jacket, puffer style. Don't remember how long ago. We got this probably at least 6 months ago, probably near the end of winter, early spring. Paid about $15 for it. I think your brother used this jacket when he came to visit us.
Yes.
Mountain Hardwear, they make a pretty decent winter jacket. They got that logo of like a wrench, or not a wrench, a nut tag right there. They mostly tell you if it's men's, women, or children. Same thing.
Terrible picture. Who took this picture?
That lady should be fired. But it's sold for $71.99 plus 10 shipping, so not bad. I'll take that any day. You'll see we got a lot of winter things in here, a lot of suits, and these kind of things pushed our average sale up to where we like it. This was a pair of Cabela's. Not the greatest brand in the world, but if you could find certain things within this brand that do well, these were a heavy wool hunting cargo style pants. See the size there? They were size 52, 29 inseam.
Very heavy.
Yeah. Let's see right there. These were 100% wool. They were just really heavy. Somebody would like these. We had these for sale for about 3 weeks. Paid about $10. They sold $71.99. As you'll see, some things we had priced and ran sales, and then I went to best offer for a little while, so we were all over the place with how we did certain things. This is what you found one day. You went to the movies.
Yes, I found. I said, may want to stop here at Goodwill and see what can I find.
Yeah, you found this. You paid $5 for it.
Mm-hmm.
And these FootJoy shirts with the Titleist on the sleeve right here, these are the tour shirts. They have the FJ on the collar.
Beautiful.
These are more desirable shirts by FootJoy. And you can get pretty good money for these. I was kind of surprised that we got this late in the season. Golf season's kind of over. These have come down a little bit. In the peak spring and early summer, you can get a little bit more for these. Probably 10 to 20% more than what we got right now, depending on color and size too. The better the color, the more you can get for these. And that's just the way it is. Condition also, you got to make sure there's no snags in these. This was a nice clean shirt. It's blue and white. Pretty, Pretty decent looking shirt.
Very nice.
And like we said, paid $5, and this sold for $71.99 plus $4. And we had this for sale for 4 days. So as you'll see, there's a trend. Either things sell quick or things took a long time. We've been very selective with what we buy lately. We probably sell an average right now of 30% of our items every month. Very small inventory, about 400 items we sell 400 items in our store right now. Maybe a little bit more. So very selective what we have. This was one of those things that we've had for a year. I got this on eBay. I paid about $10. I think it was $5 on auction plus $5 to ship. And I thought this would have sold for a lot more than it did. It always had a lot of watchers, always had a lot of interest. Just nobody ever bought it. So got an offer, $55, and sent it on its way. It was for sale for a while. See right there, it's the older Tommy Hilfiger logo. It has come kind of nice, cool stuff on it. It's a button-up shirt. See right here, just pretty cool. I thought it would have went a little bit better than it did, but still a very nice shirt. And we made money. That's all that matters in the end of the day. This is a Gidman Brothers vintage shirt, and I just realized I did not put Brothers in the title. But hey, it only took about a month to sell. I was in this for about $5. We took an offer of $65 on this. See the title right here, has a green title. Gidman Brothers Vintage. These are really the only Gidman Brothers shirts that really sell, probably for over $25. Most of the other ones do not sell very well. They're made in USA. This was an extra large. Had this like floral-y, weird design.
We don't buy the regular one anymore.
No, because they don't fucking sell.
Hey.
They just don't sell, babe. You gotta go with what sells. If something doesn't sell, you gotta take it out of your inventory and don't pick it up. Talk about a brand that I don't really pick up or buy, but this was a weird thing. We had this returned after it was literally, I think this got sent overseas. I don't remember where it got sent, but this was literally overseas for like a year and then returned to us. I could not even find who originally bought this from us and relisted it, took pictures. This was new with tags. This is an older Hugo Boss. I mean, I'm going to guess this is probably from early 2000s, maybe even late 90s.
Wow.
Just by the style of pants. And they're size 34. They were unfinished hem, so you can kind of have them hemmed to your need. I remember I picked these up. They were like $7. These actually sold fairly quickly at $75 in 3 weeks. So not bad at all.
Not bad.
This is a Burberry London. This is a classic Novacek print. It's a very lightweight cotton mini skirt. This is a size US 6, UK 8.
We found two. You found one, and I found another one.
This is the one I found here because I found the bit larger one. I found this at a local like boutique thrift store. Paid $20 actually for it, and it sold for $89.99. It took approximately 2 months to sell, and right there's not really too many of these Novacek ones that are cotton on eBay, so I was kind of surprised. I kind of priced it where I thought it would sell, and it sold. Like I said, 2 months. Really not the time for a cotton miniskirt, to tell you the truth. But here was another shirt, another thing. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. Paid $10 for this. We sold it for $89.99 plus another $10 shipping. It's linen. It's blue. It's a little bit different. Made in Italy. There's a bunch of different qualities to it.
Looks nice.
Size medium.
Looks brand new.
It was nice. See, it's a 3-button, which is kind of iffy. Picked it up anyway, but it sold fairly quickly. We sold this in about 3 weeks. So anytime you can pick something up, I just thought the color would have sold itself. Made in Italy, Polo Ralph Lauren. You know, it has a few different things. Not that great, like the 3 buttons, but hey. Some things work, some things don't. All right, next thing here. This said J. Crew. Once again, J. Crew, but this had a nice blue color to it. Also had Laurel. It was made with Laurel Piana fabric, 130 wool. Really smaller size, 40 regular. See right here. It's half lined. Some more newer Ludlow is the fit, I believe. There's the Laurel Piana fabric tag. I paid $7 for this, and this was for sale for approximately 2 months and got $89.99 for it. Very nice. Some things by J. Crew you can get and pick up and sell for very good price. Some things are not really worth picking up. But you can see from this, looking at that, this is a more newer style jacket. Nice smaller lapels, 2-button, just a nice cleaner, smaller, thinner fit blazer for somebody. We've had this for a while. This was one of these things we had for like 2 years. I got it because it was new with tags. Got it in Boston, I remember, at the Goodwill, over there in the hood. And I don't even know how to pronounce this brand if I want to.
Baglimichka.
Yeah.
Something like that.
It's a small size. You see right there, size 0. And really nice looking dress, but you kind of got it because it had that $695 price tag. It's $10. You're like, oh, this got to be worth something right here. Had all these extra things, but really sat around for a while. Never really had any interest in it. Kept on dropping the price a little bit, and then someone bought it in Orlando. They bought it, paid $90. They were going somewhere, and this was kind of going to be their backup, and they wanted to make sure they could have it in time. And I got it to them in time, got feedback, and they were happy. So it's all that matters. In the end of the day, we sold it. We made money on it. It might have not been the best thing that we sold, but it's probably the last thing from that haul that day.
Yes.
This is another one of those Titleist FootJoy shirts you found that day. You can see this color is
same day that I found the other one.
Yeah. This color is not really the greatest. It's like a peach and white. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest either, I think. We took a best offer of this one of $65 plus for shipping, and that took about 12 days to sell right there. Like I said, you find the FootJoy with the Titleist ones, you find them in pretty good condition. Just want to make sure there's no snags. Is this material? It's like a cotton polyester material. It snags very easy. This is the other.
That's the one I found.
Burberry London. You found this at a Salvation Army. I don't remember what you paid for it. It was cheap though. It was like what, $3, $4?
$4, yes.
And this sold for $99.99. Took about 10 days to sell. And this had 2 tiny spots on it somewhere. You didn't even take pictures of them. Yeah.
No.
They look like little bleach spots.
I never see it. No.
I meant to take pictures of them and put them on there. Yeah, wow. I know.
Okay.
We saw them. They were very, very small, like pen size, like the top of a pen, but I can't even figure out where they were. 2 tiny spots on top, front of skirt. Yeah, I can't even see them when they show up the blow up thingy. Yeah. But anyway, it's sold. That's all that matters. Flipping, turning money into others, turning and burning. That's what it's all about. This thing was funny. We sold this a few months ago. It went over to somebody in San Francisco. They returned it to us. They paid the shipping like $35 and then lost the shipping going to them. So I was like, okay, you bought this for $100, but you're going to be out like $70 in shipping both ways, because I do free returns, but I will not do free returns on luggage because that just seems asinine to do that. Like somebody will use it, and then what are they going to do when they get it back? They're going to return it to you. So I don't do it on luggage. This actually went to some production studio, and make sure I had their missing key for lock and all this stuff. Sold full price. This is like from their tweed collection, Hartman Luggage. Some of this stuff does really well if you're patient with selling it. We've found a bunch of these over the years and have done very well being patient with them and just holding out for top dollar. You have to be careful because if they ship, like for us, this went to San Francisco the first time, the second time it went to Seattle, you kind of really have to make sure you have your shipping correct or you will get killed on shipping because it is oversized, and when it goes that far, it will be costly. And we sent that FedEx. This is a Pendleton sweater. I found this we had this about 2 months, I would say. Found this new tags, whatever our Goodwill charges for things, probably $5-6. I was actually surprised they didn't mark it up because it was newer tags. They have a habit of marking up anything with newer tags. So it's just a Pendleton. This is a newer style Pendleton, washable wool and 2 extra large, really nice size. And took a best offer of $60 plus $10 to ship. So not really bad at all. Kind of a little bit different of a zip up, full zip sweatshirt, but pretty nice. This is a Peter Millar 100% cashmere quarter zip pullover, black. Had this fox. I kind of I found out what it was after the logo of this, and now I can't remember off the top of my head.
It's not a fox.
What did the fox say?
Yeah,
that's a fox.
It's a fox.
That's what I said.
You said that?
Yeah, I said fox. But I don't remember the logo to what country club it was. But I found out later. But anyway, took a best offer. I paid up for this. I paid like $13, but I took a best offer of $75 plus $8 to ship. So that was really nice. Making some money. Cashmere. Wife found this. She found this when she found the other 2 FootJoys the same day.
Oh, yes.
Another FootJoy, another Titleist item, tour collection, half zip, short sleeve pullover jacket, shirt, whatever you want to call it. This literally sold in 1 day for $99.99. And what did you pay, like $10 for this?
Yep, $10.
So really like it when you could turn and burn something that quick, and it was really nice. This was another item. I usually sell these items fairly well. Picked this up. This was like, I picked this up for about $5. Brand is J Press. It's a little bit older brand. It's kind of like on par with Brooks Brothers or like some other brands like that. It's half line. It's tweed. It's wool. You want to know the difference of a tweed. A tweed is that scratchy wool. Sometimes they will not mention that they're tweed, but tweed is that scratchy wool material. J Press has their following for things. I sold one last month for $99. This went to the same buyer. I guess it was the same size when I looked it up, and he bought it in 1 day for $99.99 right out the door. So I was happy. And they have this little, you see 3-button there, and that top button is like a roll. You could either have it as a 2-button or a 3-button, but it rolls over, and it's called a 3-roll 2. It is. This we had unlisted for a while for whatever reason. It's Ralph Lauren Purple Label. It's older. This is probably near the beginning of probably the late 90s, I would say. It was very raw silk. And it was just really odd silk. We had it returned. It was unlisted for a while. I listed it, and then we sold it last month. Sold it within a month. Got returned because I didn't like the texture of the silk. They relisted it, and it sold in about 9 days after for $92 plus shipping, which was $7. So they were happy. They gave feedback. It's all that matters. It's out the door. But it was a little bit older. Yeah. Purple Label.
Now, will you
Ralph
buy
Lauren.
this again if you see it?
Well, because it sold in 9 days. Why wouldn't I? And it sold twice in the last like 6 weeks.
I thought we had that for a while.
Because it wasn't listed.
Oh.
Not paying attention.
Why?
Because you're playing on your phone. You got to pay attention.
I'm not playing with my phone.
You were 2 seconds ago, baby. We got this near the end of this. I'd probably say the end of winter, early spring last year. Hart, Schaffner, and Marks. This was what they call a smart coat. I guess it's like water repellent. It's black, 46 extra long overcoat. It's new with tags. I paid $20 for this. We had this in our inventory, like I said, for a little bit of a while.
My God, who took the terrible pictures?
I know I didn't take that picture.
You did?
I did not. Flash? No flash. Flash? No flash. But it sold. That's all that matters. Turn in $20 into $125.99 plus $90.
Oh yeah, I
plus
remember.
10
I
shipping.
took the picture.
So anyway, we sold it. It sat around for a while because nobody's buying jackets, unfortunately, in summer. So got it near the end of winter. Near the end of winter, you'll find jackets, and sometimes they just sit. Unfortunately, they'll sit for 9 months, 6 months, and as long as you know they're gonna sit, you be happy when you buy them. This is a Department 56 downtown.
So beautiful. I want it for me.
Abby. I don't know how you pronounce that exactly. Found this at a small thrift store, paid $5. This was for sale for about a month.
Castle.
Took a best offer, $100 plus $25 to ship. It actually shipped pretty close, and we made about probably $15 on shipping.
Downtown.
It was in the box and everything. You could tell it was not new, but it was in perfect condition, not broken or anything like that. So for $5, Department 56, they make these figurines and they make these houses and things like that. Different Christmas, Halloween, different seasons. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. And we've bought all kinds of different ones over the years. Some good, some bad. Bigger the pieces, better usually.
I think I have a few Christmas stuff, right?
Probably.
Christmas.
That just probably don't sell. This is one you found. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren. This is like a Aztec Indians blanket, Southwestern design, extra large. I took a best offer of this of $75 shipped, and that's approximately where they were going for. Maybe I could have got a little bit more. I did see when I seen the what do you want to call it? When I seen the offer, I noticed the other eBay seller, and it's somebody I actually follow on Instagram, so I actually approved their, took the offer. I didn't want to.
How much we sold?
75 shipped.
Who found that?
You did. And sold it within about a week's time.
I found the good stuff.
Excuse me? Excuse me? You want to, I don't think you found anything after this.
Continue, mi amor.
Yeah, we're continuing. This is Suit Supply. This is a 40 short. Suit Supply is a really hot brand. It's probably been around for about 10 years. They make quality suits, really brand new, $500, $600, $700, and they have a good following. Right now, they're hot. You can get really good prices for them. As more and more become available over the next few years, this brand will, the prices will go down a little bit as it's going to be more available. But for right now, there's not as many. They sell quick because it's in demand. Suit Supply, see right there. So really just nice blue two-piece suit, more modern style to it. Paid $15, sold it for $160, free shipping on this one, all in. This is a pair of Bally boots. We had these for a while. These were brown. We got these with your cousin when we went to a estate sale. I don't remember when your cousin came. When she come, like April?
Yes.
We got these.
April.
And really nice looking boot. They didn't really have too much wear. And you can see they have the model name and model number in them and everything. I went to the website because sometimes with shoes made overseas, you want to make sure to convert what their size is to the US size. And this was the difference of 10. I mean, difference between there's a 9, US size is at 10. You always want to make sure with that. Really nice shoe. I forgot what we paid for these, like what, $5 or $10? I know you were arguing with her back and forth with a bunch of other things, with some ties and stuff.
Yeah.
But wasn't much, and we took a best offer of $100 for these. They were for sale for a while. It was really the first nice offer I got, and I just said, okay, they're yours. This I picked up. This was new with tags. Lauren by Ralph Lauren. Really would not pick this up if it wasn't new. This was $40 at a Savers, but I had a 30% off coupon. And we picked it up. I got it for $28 with a few other things in that store. It sold exactly in 2 weeks for $179.99. And see right there, it was just a black. I mean, somebody probably wearing this to a wedding, I'm guessing. You know, 48 regular is probably it's a bigger size. That's like a 2X. So just one of those things. Then we have here, this was another item. This is a black chitin, I want to say is the jacket, 150 wool. This is a really nice jacket, but it did have some issues with it. With not issues, but just poor selling points. One being a 3-button. You can see right there, it kind of just looks a little bit on the weird side with the 3rd button buttoned up. See right there, chitin, pay $10 for this. This is a little bit older of a suit too. This is probably approximately, I would say, 15 years old. But it was really nice. It's a nice quality suit. Somebody bought this from us. They paid $199.99, which is actually pretty high. This is probably a suit jacket because it was black. I'm assuming it was a suit jacket. Didn't have the pants. Still bought it because of the brand. This is one of the better brands you can buy. Paid $10, like I said, and it sold within 2 weeks. I'll show you the other 2 items. Guy bought it from me, and he spent over $1,000 in our store that day on eBay. This was a pretty cool right here. This is a Moss and Hoffman vintage. This is probably, I don't know how long ago, the 70s, 80s maybe. This is 100% silk, had a nice floral paisley design to it. 40 regular. Had an issue with the lining coming undone in the back around the rear vent. But when I see this, I just see something cool with this. I mean, it's 3-button.
Will you wear that?
No, I wouldn't wear this. But somebody's going to see this. Somebody's going to want this. Moss and Hoffman's a very good brand. They actually, it's half line. This is actually a department store. They have 4 or 5 stores. I think they're all in Florida now. See right here, it was coming undone somewhere on the tail here. A little bit. Need to be sewn up. Nothing major. It was the tag. Does it give you a date? No, it doesn't. But this sold actually pretty quickly. It sold within 4 days. Took a best offer of $150 on this plus shipping. So
ching ching.
This sold very nicely, very quickly. I think I paid like $10 for this. So this is, I found a bunch of Brioni stuff from a small thrift store, and I've started to sell some of it. So this was one of them we sold. This is a woven silk blend. Really nice check pattern. It's blue. It's really nice. See the Brioni tag right there. This is a more current Brioni. I forgot exactly what. It was 55% wool, 45% silk. And this, I took a best offer of $200 on this. I was in this for like $6 or $8. I don't remember exactly how much, but it took about 6 weeks to sell. This is a Brooks Brothers 100% wool overcoat. Like a charcoal gray, double-breasted, and everything like that. It's a bigger size, 2X. I think I paid approximately $15 for this. There's your Brooks Brothers tag. And we just sold one the month before. It was wool and cashmere for like $180. So I knew I was gonna get. I was hoping for at least $150 on it, and that's what somebody offered me. Yeah, $150 plus $10 to ship and I took it. Took 3 weeks to sell. This is one of these suits that I've had for about a year, maybe longer, a little bit longer. This said Zegna, 46 long. See right here. Here's the tag, their heritage line. Other tag, like I said, this is their, not the most recent. This is from like 2003-ish to 2013, somewhere in that time frame. They had these tags. It was really nice suit. It didn't look to be worn at all. Just really nice, clean suit. And I took a best offer of $260 on this, but this took a long time to sell. Don't know if it was the color. Pinstripes are not really in anymore. It was a dark, like brown pinstripe. It was 2-button, so I don't know. But it sold. Got $260 for it. I'm happy. This is another Brioni jacket that we found with the other ones, and this sold. I took a best offer of $200 for this one. Paid $6 or $8 for it. I don't remember. It took about 4 months to sell. Had a really nice pattern to it here, like check and window pane. It's like a gun check, gun club check with a window pane. Somewhat really nice, clean. Had working cuffs. Working cuffs are where you can unbutton your cuffs, or surging cuffs where the cuffs will unbutton and you can roll them up. Those are extra feature. Those are like a $50 or $60 feature, I believe, per cuff. So it would cost you, $150, $120 to $150 to get that on a suit by Brioni. So just something to look for. Usually, if you could find that, it's usually a higher quality suit. And like I said, we took a $200 offer on this. This was a little bit of cashmere, if I remember right. Yeah, 90% wool, 10% cashmere. This is, I'm going to try to say this brand correctly.
Isaiah Napoli.
Yeah, see, Isaiah. This is their higher end wool, 160s wool. Found this with the Brioni stuff, blah, blah, blah. This is a 2-piece suit, 38-31 of the pants, 44 regular. There's the tag right there. Says some other stuff there. No idea. Got a bunch of pants from this brand also.
We saw that brand very, very quick. Fast.
Yeah. And sold this for $339.99 plus 10 shipping. So it was really nice. I sold one last month. I don't remember exactly what I got for it, but the other one had a bunch of chip buttons. Like they probably had to be replaced on the cuff and on the front of the jacket. So I did offer a lot lower price, knowing that there was going to be some repair work done on that. So we had the other jacket, and this I paid for about $8. I got this with the Brioni stuff. So the last two things I sold with the chitin blazer I showed you before. Sold this one. This is a Brioni 150s wool. It's a gray pinstripe, 46 regular. See the tag right there, Brioni for Neiman Market. Comes with the pants. It's very hard to sell a pinstripe suit without pants. So just keep that in mind when you find stuff like this. But we took a best offer of $425 for this. And then about an hour later, he bought one, and then he came back and bought the other one and offered me $425 for this. So this is another Brioni. Different color. But basically the same jacket. A little bit higher wool. This is 160s wool. But really nice suits. I was into these suits for $20. For whatever reason, they had these two marked at $20, but then I got another one a day later for $8. So go figure. No idea. But that's it. So that's our sales. Like I said, we had a really good sales month.